to do layer mask today. Once you open up Photoshop, I want you to go to File, make sure it says Photoshop up here, and then go to File, Open. You should have downloaded the two files, the Aurora Borealis and the Astronaut. You can click and then shift click the other file, and then both of them are going to open up in separate tabs in Photoshop. So what I want you to do is come over to your toolbar, select your rectangular marquee tool, and go to the Aurora Borealis. Start at the left corner, click and drag across. So your selection is of your whole picture. Command C to copy, and then you're going to go over to the astronaut and Command V to paste. Now we're going to be looking at guides soon with our task. So if you don't have these rulers on the side, I want you to go to View and then click Rulers. See, mine went away. So View, Rulers, and then they're back. And what essentially we are going to be doing is placing this picture inside of the helmet, this part to reflect. So when we toggle the visibility on, we can't see exactly what part of this picture we want to show through. So I'm going to toggle it off, and then I'm going to go up to my ruler up here. You have to be on the ruler, and I want you to click and drag down to the top of the astronaut's helmet. Click and drag over. Click and drag to the bottom, and then we're going to click another horizontal guide and place it right there. So now we can pretty much see the window of his helmet. So when we turn this back on, we can see what's going to show through. I am going to move mine up because I want it to come through like this. All right. And then I've unlocked my astronaut layer. So now I need to bring that bring it underneath the astronaut. So I'm going to delete my guides now because I no longer need them. Make sure you don't delete your picture. Okay. So now we need to add layer mask. And layer mask is a non-destructive edit. If you come down here at the bottom of your layers panel and you look to the left, there's like a little rectangle with a circle through it. That is your layer mask, and I want you to click each layer and click the layer mask, and it should look like this. And what happens is we are going to paint with black, white, and white to reveal, hide, and then you can work with layers of gray for blending. You're going to change your brush size a lot. You're going to alter your opacity a lot. I do want you to see over here on the toolbar, and it may be down here if you have it straight. But if your colors are different, this is your foreground color and your background color. You can click the little bitty white and black squares, and it will turn it back to the white and black default colors. If you see this little color toggle, the little curved arrow, that is going to switch it from black to white, and you are going to be doing this constantly in this exercise. So right now I'm going to go up to my brush tool, and if you want the shortcut for that, it's just the letter B as in boy. And I am going to make sure that I am painting on my layer mask, because if you paint on the picture, it's actually going to make black stripes across your picture, and that is destructive editing. So make sure your layer mask is clicked. My brush is pretty small right now, so I'm coming up to my options bar where the circle is, and I am going to move the size up even further. I like to start with the big first, so I can kind of see how it's going to come out. And if you move over, you'll see opacity. You just drag the slider. I'm going to start around 60. I know I want it I'm going to zoom in. You can Command plus for that, or just pinch it and move your 2 fingers out on your trackpad. But it already has some good reflection right here, and I kind of want to see his face. I like this reflection over here. So when we're done, I'll show you how to go back with the white, and you'll clean up around the helmet. But I'm going to start. I'm going to click and drag. I see that's nice, but it's too vibrant. So I'm going to come back up here. I'm going to drop my opacity back down to 38. Maybe a little 26. Okay, this is where I'm going to start. And I'm going to start bringing this in. And you'll see it kind of starts painting like a watercolor, which is fine. Especially right here. Okay, but you see it's kind of stripy, doesn't blend well. So I am actually going to Command Z it, or you can toggle to your white, and if you change your opacity back to 100% and paint white, you get your picture back. And that's how we're going to clean it up after. But I'm going to toggle back to black. I'm just going to start at 75. And then what I'll do is come back to the opacity and change it over his face. Now I know I don't want to go too close over here. And I'm kind of leaving that black edge, but if you go too far over, again, you can fix it. And we can fix that blending also. So I'm going to flip to white. I am going to put my opacity at 47, and I'm going to kind of make like a stripe almost. I think I need to change my brush size. So I'm just kind of coloring it in. And you can do this as many times as you want until you get it looking exactly how you want it. All right, I'm still not crazy about it. I think I've been playing with my brushes too much. So I'm going to try this. All right, and I'm going to intentionally go outside my edges. All right, and then I'm going to flip to my white. I'm going to clean up my edges a little bit, change it back to 100%. And then we're going to play with the grays, because the gray is a different level of opacity. So if you do a darker gray, it's going to paint in like almost like a black color. If you do the lighter grays, it's going to paint like a white. So if you want to stay on this, I just click the foreground color, and I'm staying on this edge to find a gray that will blend nicely. And that one is strong because I have it at 100% opacity. All right. See, now with this light gray, I think it's looking more realistic. I'm going to turn it way down, but I still want this to be a little brighter coming in on this side. I'm going to switch back to my gray, have that low opacity, and just blend a little bit more. Try to get all those streaks out. All right, now I am going to fully change this back to white. I can go all the way up here, but it's still not absolute white. To get absolute white, it's 6Fs. And then I am going to change the brush size. So I can come around here and clean up. Oh, remember, change it back to 100%. And see, it's going to get all the green off his helmet. All right, and now I'm getting that black edge back. This is just, it's slow and kind of tedious, but it does help your overall mask. All right, so when I zoom out, I'm like, okay, this looks pretty good. I'm gonna go back and go to my gray again and drop it back down to 14, that'll be good. I'm gonna extend this over a little bit. And if you sit there and just click, like I'm just clicking my trackpad, it will paint in that area faster. And now I'm gonna go back to my white so I can get that and adjust it to 100%. Now I'm fine tuning a lot on this one. My settings are set different than the default. It's usually much faster than that. But I wanted to give you an idea of what it is to use a layer mask. When you start doing your composites, you need to bring over the whole picture every time. You don't want to just use a quick selection and cut out. You want to bring over every picture, put every layer, make it have a layer mask, because you may decide as you're doing your composite that you want to change the sky in the background, or maybe you want it to reflect a little bit on his helmet. So you always want to keep those options open. I'm going to click back to my default black and white and turn it down to 60, because now I can come back here and paint in the sky, and I would make it 100%. But you need to change your brush size and really cut in around his helmet. So if you had just copied and pasted just that small piece, you wouldn't be able to add in the sky. And once you add in the sky, it makes it look more realistic. So when you're doing your composites, this is why it takes so long, because you want it to look right. You don't want it you do not want anything floating. You don't want anything cut and paste. So I'm gonna flip and see, I can paint that back because we're doing this non-destructively. I think it just got a little bit of him. So we can flip it, painting back. I'm going to change it to a medium gray. And if you change the hardness of your brush, and you can change it to soft round, this will help your blending a lot too. I should have realized that that wasn't on. Turn down the opacity. So you keep working it until it looks right. Another thing you can do is put an adjustment layer on the astronaut. You can try hue and saturation. Remember to clip it down to the layer. Let me hit colorize. And you can actually give him a fully saturated green color, like the whole thing is green. So these are things to think about when you're doing, going forward. If you want it all tonal for your composites, there's different blending modes. You can use blending modes to change effects too if you add in planets and things like that. So I hope you enjoy it and have fun with it.